Hey, Dr. Engineering, how are you going, man? Good to have you on board. How's it going, friend?
What up, Chandra?
Indeed, what up? What up is that I've got the wrong layout. Righty, how's it going, Brad? Bad Rada,
Good
welcome
evening.
in. Throwbacks coming in strong. Hello. Wow. Renga, what do we do here, buddy? You are the Black Deemer expert of this idea. What's up here? I guess we take an E5, yeah? Sorry guys, I had to finish my brunch. You just did your first tournament, Brazy. That's epic, man. How did you go? How did ya go? Okay, so do we take with E or knight? E. We definitely take with E. Brazy, how did we go, mate? 3 out of 4 no losses. BS. I'm not believing that. Ooh, that was... I think you needed to play bishop e7, no? Because now after bishop f4, they can develop. It's over already. It's over, baby. Unless I'm mistaken, I think black is in struggle city here because bishop e7 is met by d6 and now d6 is a genuine threat with a subsequent check. Was that a what type of tournament was the Brazy? Tell us the goods, buddy. Tell us the goods. Cheshire Rat, hey, how are we going in the YouTube? Viral Stigma! Buddy, welcome. Guess what? You are back amongst the living. Okay, so now knight b5 appears to be game ending, no? Am I dreaming or it's game over? Let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. And the 16 hundo. I see. Vindictive comes in with bye. I love you too, Vindictive. I love you too, buddy. Alright, well, that's a free rook. Howly Pawns, how's it going? Yeah, going all good, man. Going all G. I'm not quite sure if I understand this move. Because I can evac the knight with d6 anyway, right? So why would I not take this as well? Agreed all the way. Please do, Brazy. If you want, I would be very happy to go through your games, buddy, and figure out something. Actually, I'm wrong, because after d6, bishop g4 is a tempo. So that was a bit careless on my end, but we'll fix it. We'll figure something out, is what I'm trying to say. Queen e2 looks like a tempting move to me. Oh wait, what? 20? Oh my god, I forgot it's a blitz again. Alright, sorry, I will shut up for a second because I'll try to convert this in the remaining 20 seconds. Chances are nil, but we'll try our best. I should have played d7. Okay, we might actually... Hello? Hello, baby! 20 second challenge kicks in again. Woo! Okay, okay. I dig it. I dig it. Thank you, Sevi. Appreciate it. Okay, Brazy, got the study. I need to figure out how to get the games out of it. Brazy, can you send me the PGNs by any chance, buddy? That would be lovely. We could then have a look at your games. Hey, Jez, how are you going, man? Oh, Rengao actually subbed. I'm sorry, buddy. I missed you, absolute hero, that you are once again contributing to the greater good. 95. That cannot be right, ladies. I just lose the... Well, it doesn't lose a piece, unfortunately. I thought that this was pinned. I have to take it. Oh, wait, okay, so it does... Oh, he wants d6. Sheesh. I mean, okay, we're game with that. No, it doesn't. Actually, that's probably a better move. Or is it? Because now I can castle. Yeah, actually, no, this is worse. Oh my word, I almost missed this. Hello. But yeah, no, I don't get this. I think I get to keep the happiness here. Brazy, there is a function on... I think there should be a function on Leeches where it says download raw. You basically need to raw dog it. Yeah, give the credit to Jazz. Why are you picking on the poor guy, man? What has it done to you? Oh my word. Hello, Mr. Landau. Hello. Alright, we need to sidestep this. This is why I thought that maybe bishop e5 was a wiser way to go. But maybe we just have d6 and pick off, no? Apparently not. d6 is still good though, because it allows me to play bishop e5 and completely clog up the e-file. How am I so fast? I'm not. It's just... that was sheer luck. Like, my opponent walked into mate. I actually am not a fast chess player at all, but in terms of mouse speed. Which is kind of sad, but... what can we do, man? G4? Yep. He should not take. Yeah, smart move. Actually, G4 might have been a bit silly because now I need to on occasion watch out for F4, but it's not that big of a deal. Let me go back to Twitch chat to see if Brazy is still struggling. Let's just tuck the king away here and then we wait for resignation, which is never gonna come. Yeah, that move is a sign of I give up. Resign button. Hello. No. The location of the resign button remains unknown. Unknown. GG. Sword of the word is the man. Ah, okay, that caught me off guard. That was not fair. That was not fair. I think that came a move too late. Otherwise, he might have had this dirt. I'm not sure. Brady, how's it going, buddy? Are we getting that set of games or are we not? I mean, I can ask my secretary, Mr. Engao, to work through that Leech's study, but I would have preferred you giving me the goods. Oh shit, I missed that. Ouch. Do I have bishop d8? That was not pretty. Wait, if I go here b4... Oh, we can get a 3 pieces scenario there. That could be good. Chicken is almost done. Okay. Okay, Mr. Ramsey. Shit, I forgot this. Ouch. Okay, we need to act like we saw that. We didn't. Yeah, I am not a fan of my position in case it's not screamingly obvious to everyone. Not a fan of my position, to say the least. This constant mate threat down here is extremely obnoxious. Okay. What's this guy cooking? What's happening? I'm confused, man. Actually, I might need to take this with the bishop to keep this. What's the mad lad doing? This is the question that we all want to know. What's the mad lad doing? Okay, this is hanging. So wait, take. Oh, there is back rank mate? No, okay, so take. He wants bishop here, which doesn't work because of queen e5. I'm confused. Show me the goods, buddy. What did I blunder? Oh, bishop b6 right away. That's what I blundered. Well, at least to be fair, I did call out. Oh! Yes, baby! Watch the back rank. Woo! Oh! That stings! Woo! Yeah. Yeah. That's what we thought. He couldn't have taken because after take queen f6 there was a back rank mate on e1. Okay, what's cleanest? Maybe taken back. Let's go queens. Yeah, let's go queen c5. Fuck. Well deserved victory over there. Cheers. Radioactive walrus. It's a walrus, not a walrus. Okay, what on earth is this man doing? Alright, it looks like Brazy is struggling with life. Yeah, last game was a bit of an anticlimax, but shit happens. Oh, hello! Hello! We've got the goods, ladies. We've got the goods. What is that if not super exciting? Someone is gonna get gutted here big time, by the way, and it might be us. We're going to go to e2 because we needed to defend this. No, we actually didn't. I'm an idiot. But anyway, at least after take knight c5 doesn't hit the queen with the tempo. That was the reason why I went here and not here. Maybe g4 is a move here with the idea of take push and then knight f4. Okay, so take knight takes rook b6. Both knight b6 are playable. I need to think about this a bit. Because b5 looks tempting too. Yeah, let's go b5. Somehow I want. Brazy, can you please send it to my secretary, Miss Rengao? Oh no, never mind. Okay, never mind. I get it. All good. All good. I've got you, buddy. Okay, let's go here. Wait, if I go here, rook b8, and then... Yeah, that can't be bad, though. What are you doing, bro? Surely this is not gonna work, right? Surely this cannot work. What? Hello? Hello? Light is on, but no one is at home. GG. Cheers. Alright, one more and then we are going to move on to Professor Brazy. Professor Brazai. Let's play this for funsies. Let's play this for funsies. No, you can send it to me as well. I just... no, you can send it to me. It's okay. There's no point in sending it to Rengao. I can assemble it, I think. I was just being a bit of a potato there, really. Oh wow, that was subtle. And that's not the first time I play against this guy when he does this. It's absolutely insanity. Like, I honestly think that if you do that, that's like next level crazy. Like, bro, at least pretend that you want to try to win a chess game, right? And I messed it up in the middle of a rant. Okay, now we're good. He should have played a5 there. Okay, do we want knight e4 to prevent e4 or do we not? Ah, let's have some sharp play. I like sharp. So my crazy plan was going to be to play here some... Actually, wait, I can just trade down on e4 and be better in this endgame, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's go. Let's do that. Let's trade here, here, and here. And then get a king on d5. Yeah, with rook e5 we have king c6. Also on rook e5 we have rook a8 first if you want to. So now we cut out rook e5 and in we go. Beautiful. This is the reward you get for playing the potato opening, by the way. Oh yeah, that's it. Put all of them on black, my friend. That's what good old Botvinnik taught you to do. And Nimzovic. Trash talk has been turned up a bit too heavy, unfortunately. I need to tone that down. But yeah. What is the cleanest win here? Let me think. If I could, I would like to dodge the rook ending. There's a beautiful way here to lose a rook by coming king here, bishop check, king c3, and then bishop d4 check. So that would be pretty awkward to suck in. Okay, I didn't want it, but I have to. I actually missed that check altogether. Which, again, goes to show that I'm not engaged with the game enough. Jeez, now I have to take rook c5. That's actually a very challenging endgame to win at all. Why do you want me to play Charlie in dead loss positions, though? I'm so confused about that, Ahenda. King e4 would have been lovely. That's a neat move, man. Yeah, I'm not sure if we are winning here, to be honest. So if I go all the way to c2, he can go to king g2, but I don't think I can do anything else. So let's do that. Let's relocate the king. Oh, I can't get cute here. Okay. Yeah, I think I messed it up, to be honest. Maybe e5 is it. Ooh! Oh, this is golden. Hello! I just won the game. I didn't even see it. I just went like, oh, there's the f6 e5. Ha! Now that, friends, that was neat. That was neat. That's an ouchie. That is an ouchie and a half. Can't take because rook hangs. Rook can't take because I just go here. And queen. And otherwise we're just going to walk in. Now comes 5,000 checks. Precisely 1. Oh, shit! Okay, thank God we got off the hook. He could have taken c2. Resign button. No, not found. Resign button not found. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on to the agenda of today. Today's stream is going to be dedicated to our friend and supporter, Mr. I Am Brazy, who participated in his first tournament. And we are going to now critically analyze his games that he played in this tournament, kicking off with numero uno. Brazy, first game, are you black or white? Yeah, oh yeah, Vindictive, I was winning there. I just messed it up because I could have had a rook and still a pass pawn against nothing. And instead it would have been a queen on rook, which I probably wouldn't have won with the remaining time. So it wasn't a mess up that I threw the win. It was just a sloppy way to acquire it. Holy Moses, Rengau, are you for real? You have a student who got into Harvard. I never knew how to pronounce Harvard. Harvard University. Holy cow, man. Alternate white and black. Thank you, but if you could tell me where do I start? Oh, white. Okay. All right, so you played the trump. Holward. Okay, trump. Trump is the name of the game. Water. I said water. What does water have to do with Harvard? Okay, bishop f5. c4, very good. So it looks like our friend Brazy is booked up. e6, that looks dodgy, iffy, bad. Take, good. Good, bishop d3, good. Check. Good. I don't really like that we have got the computer analysis popping up, by the way, but whatever. Bishop takes. Queen takes. Queen D, 92. Very logical chess. I love the way you play, dude. So far, if I had to guess the rating of the white player, I would have definitely said it was noticeably higher than 1600. So that's a very, very neat accomplishment, buddy. Cheshire Rat in YouTube is wondering about the rating range. I think it was an under 1800 tournament. First tournament for Brazy, yes. Oh, under 1600 section. Okay, under 1600. Yep, good. Knight f4, very good. Solid chess. Rook c1, please. Dude, like, what is going on here? Okay, now you gave away your rating. What the hell is queen c2? I mean, sorry, what I was meaning to suggest is that this move looks a little bit odd. Why are you playing this? Chat, give me candidates, please. Oh, you are my hero. The first best education moment of my life for the 477th time. You said you wanted knight c5. Hello, brother. How is queen c2 helping you to get knight c5? If you want knight c5, wouldn't you want to play knight a4? Hello? Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Explain to me, like I am two, why you want to put this knight on c5, which takes 3 moves, when you can do this, which takes 2. Why? Hola, Tengro. Why are we doing that?
What up?
Isn't the knight on f4 already a boss? Yes, you overthought it big time. So the first signal, buddy, how you know that this is not a correct move in this position and it cannot possibly be one, is that it's going backwards in a position where you want to attack. Never in life, or well, never is a big word, but hardly ever do you attack in any form of combat sport by going backwards. That just doesn't add up, right? So, knight a4, off we go. Knight c5, off we go. Knight b5 does nothing. It just forces black to play a move that they wanted to play themselves. You'd never want to do that. King b1. Knight a4, king b1. I meant king b8. Yeah, knight c5. That's the plan. Take, and then b4, b5. Yeah, this is what good chess looks like. Okay, queen c2. Not a biggie, but suboptimal. Yep, good. Good. I dig the pawn take back. Very good. Okay, very good. Knight c5 was logical too, though. Oh my lord, what am I looking at? Okay, I don't understand the logic of c4. Can you explain to me why you play c4 when you have a4 instead? I don't understand. If you want to bite into this, why you're doing it with the c and not the a pawn, given that the c can be captured and the a can't? No, it's not a bad move, but since he's not making very bad moves, we need to critique the little baddies, right? Because it's still a little baddie. I like, by the way, how everyone is talking except Brazy. Praveen Sangwan, hey, the genius. Are you a titted player? Yeah, I've got great tit. International master, my friend. Go to my YouTube channel where you are right now, and you will see the intel. Yeah, Brazy checked out on us. A4, no brainer, and they can resign, yeah? Jesus, what, man? H5. Woo! Okay. B6, hello? Oh, come on, Brazy! Brazy! Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I figured I could use the pawn again after shredding with the C pawn. You're not shredding anything, man. Like, you played 2 moves back to back. C4, and then queen takes C4. And you achieved absolutely nothing. Right? A4 is a game-winning threat right off the bat. So that explanation makes no sense to me at all. This cannot be stopped. You are winning the game next move. C4 does not win the game at all. Now we have got after king A8 an ongoing game. But what shocked me more, or surprised, was more the fact that you took this. Chat, what was White's no-brainer move again here? Yeah, he's in chat, in Twitch, yes. What is White's winning move here, which is like 5-second thinking? B6, game over. Brazy, why are we taking this? B6, buddy. B7 is unstoppable unless they take, which allows you to open up both of these files. So after take, you have mate in 1 threat. You take C6 and you don't have a threat for the next 15 moves. Why? Why, oh why? Yes, you should be. B6 here is absolute carnage. Absolute carnage. As a matter of fact, in my book, take is so bad that if you don't see b6, you should rather play queen a4. Because at least it builds pressure and doesn't release tension, but increases it and forces or invites black to take, which allows you to bring in more pieces with more force. So in many ways, CB is one of the worst moves that you can play here, as long as you pursue the attack. Yeah, this was very sad to watch. Like, you could, by now, you would have signed score sheets. And now you have to think about how the hell you are going to win this game. So yeah, this was a huge mistake. I say this to a lot of my students who are lower rated than 1600, that one of the biggest weakness of that level is that they don't put winning games away efficiently. And as a result of that, when they could win a game in 5, they play out another 30 moves, and sometimes they don't even win the game. And so they could save time, energy, everything, and be fatter with an extra point rather than struggle through. So it's key that in positions like this, you spend more time than you feel necessary to ensure that you definitely score the cleanest victory. Queen h7 is a good move here, by the way. Taking pawns is... Yeah, I would have played Queen h7 here for sure. And good luck holding that. Yeah. Oh, queen d7 is subtle. That is very subtle. That is such a 1600 move. Such a 1600 move, man. You know what's cute about it, though? Does anyone see why it's absolute dog shit? It's actually... Hello! Hello! Yeah, shame on you. You really should have seen it. Because after this, you look at every single check. If you don't, you're not playing chess, right? Because it's begging to be punished. It's so stupid. Yeah, it's begging to be punished. Anyway, we played the rock solid h3. And you're... Okay. I'm not sure what's guarding the queen, but okay. Nervous? You? Bro, if you are nervous here, how would you feel with black? Oh, get out of town. Like, you had been winning this game from get-go. That was pretty neat, buddy. Overall, I'm rather impressed. Overall, I'm rather impressed. Alright, let's move on to next. Okay, so this time we are behind the black army. Yeah, Brazy has got 4 games. I think that's gonna cover us for today. Wait. You play black and the same opening happen? Trump BS again. Wow. Okay. And then your opponent plays here e3. And then we go check. I've never seen check in this position in my life. Very odd. But engine approved. Oh, is that game free? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, it is too. It is too. But since it took me a fair while to assemble this game, we are going to stick with it. Alright, Brazy, I have a question for you. Can you explain to me why you are going knight c3 instead of pawn c3? And I already know what you're going to say. I regretted it as soon as I played it. What? Well, isn't this move begging to be kicked in the face? You don't need to be flexible, Tengu. You need to be correct. I think. 92 is also good. But since you want to play c4 with white, c3 followed by c4 makes a lot of sense to me. 92 is correct too. And then c3, c4 anyway. So yeah, but knight c3, bro. Like, how will you play for a pawn break now? No, you don't ever play for e4 in this structure, Tengro. You always play for c4. c4 is the break you want. But I'm Brazy. How are we going to break the pawns now? Is the big question. I'm also confused about this. I thought that bishop d3 is a chess move, you know? Yeah, you want c4. Absolutely. Because e4 just opens up the position too much for the 2 bishops for black. But c4 keeps it closed enough that one bishop will never have a good enough diagonal. Brazy, what's happening, buddy? Morphy taught you to develop your pieces, not to block them in. What is the point of 92? If you tell me that you wanted to take back on the knight with the knight, I'm gonna cry. But that shouldn't prevent you from saying it anyway. No, he says. So what on earth is this then? But bruh, that's the problem, see? So now you are in, in utter confusion, and you're trying to put... actually, I really like this analogy. So what you are doing here with g3, bishop g2 is that you buy two jigsaw puzzles, two different sets, yeah? You complete both, you understand how they work, right? Then you put them away in separate boxes. Then 2 weeks later, you want to do it again. You open up both, and you mix the two together. And you somehow get confused that you can't complete it. Like, bro, with knight on c3, g3, bishop g2 makes absolutely no sense. Because in order for bishop on g2 to be functional, you need to break with c4. So optimally, I don't know who taught you the Trompovsky, but I think I need to give you a bit of a crash course on this business. So normally, what you want to do is to break with c4. Right? And if they play c6, then it's all fine and dandy because you have a beautiful target upon which you can pile up like so. Right, knight c3, bishop g2, and you have got a glorious target to hit from 5,000 different angles. All your pieces are beautifully placed. Perfect, right? Now, unfortunately, you sprinkled in some little jigsaw puzzle pieces from the other set, and you put this knight on c3, which completely cut c4 out of the equation. So now, if you complete this nonsense, which you have done, and your opponent responded with equally silly ideas, in a mere few moves, you will find yourself in a position where you have got absolutely zero play, and you are getting crushed. Absolutely crushed. But what I'm suggesting, Mr. Brazy, is that even playing a mistake like knight c3 and you realize it and you go like immediately like, oh my god, why did I do this? It's okay, we all do this. But now you have to adjust to the new circumstances. And so what you need to do now is not to autopilot back into what normally works, because that certainly won't work, but to think about how you can play this position in a way that still makes sense. Obviously, it requires a higher level thinking and very critical thinking, but autopiloting into this was really, really bad. As is knight c6, by the way. Yeah, now breaking with e4 is not going to be that bad, actually. No e4, sir. Yeah, I won't have time, Viral. I won't have time for that now. I actually would have played e4 before the bishop went to b6. Here, e4. Because the bishop is better on b6 than on a5, so I don't see the need to chase it. Right? Okay. Oh, mate, like finally we can play c4. Jesus. What are you doing? You just played queen d3. I swear to God you played queen d3 to play c4, didn't you? What? And then after an absolute potato a6, we played knight c3. Of all moves, knight c3. Let's recreate the same shish kebab that prevented us from playing c4. What? Hello? What am I looking at, dude? How? That's two knight c3s in one game, completely botching your plans. Oh my lord, mate. But like, dude, what you are saying doesn't make any sense in relation to what you are doing on the board. If you want knight to c5, why are you playing queen c3? Queen d3? How is queen d3 helping you to get this to here? Let's freaking go then, no? It's an absolutely terrible plan, but it's a plan nonetheless. I don't understand, by the way, what you're hoping to accomplish by putting a knight on c5, given that I can kick you out with one simple move. Exactly, tactics. It is like that. Yeah, it's relieving that nerve. Yeah. And then we play knight c3. Jesus. Rook. Okay, like I'm not even comment on black's moves. It's just next level. I just go back, you play here, and now I can do whatever I want with black. Because if you go in, I can kick you out. Now you can't play c4, because after take, I can fork you. Oh, man. Like, this is something that I find so often in 15 to 2,000 players. Like, constant desire to reinvent the wheel. What did we want to play all game? c4. First time it's good to go. Finally, what do? Nah. Let's come up with this super creative idea of putting a knight on a random square. Oh, rook b1. Okay. I don't know what that does, but we'll let it slide. That I actually like, because what it's gonna do is that it's going to completely blockade the dark squares. This I like. Jesus Christ. And then he walks headfirst into this. Oh man. Oh wow. Welcome to the Charlie Files. See, this is another thing why chess players of your level need a chess coach. Because very often in 1600 games and lower, it happens a lot. You come up with an absolutely horrid plan like this, right? Of, oh, I wanted to put the knight on c5. Horrid is harsh, but it's definitely not one you want to do. And your opponent plays so utterly horribly that not only do they completely diffuse your plan, but in fact, they facilitate it for you so that it's the most effective it could possibly be by playing all these utter nonsense moves. And now you have a glorious knight on c5. And the consequence of this is that in your head, you go like, whoa, wasn't this knight c5 a brilliant plan? No, it wasn't. Your opponent made it perfect, because both of you apparently are playing for the same result, which is we want white to win. This is why coaches are often super, super important, because if you go through this game, without thorough attention, then you can just draw conclusions like, clean, baby, that was masterful. Look at that knight on c5, and sure enough, it is brilliant now. Absolutely brilliant. And so you have got this post-hoc rationalization that, phew, I'm killing it. Awesome. And the reality is that it was, yeah, I wouldn't call it red hot garbage, but pretty close. And now, about 14 moves late, c4 enters the battlefield. Glory. By the way, welcome, Courtney. This is, by the way, and this is absolutely golden. What you see on the board right now is basically the wet dream of every Trompovsky player who plays this bishop takes f6 variation after ef. The irony is sorry, chatbot is not up. Wait. The irony is that we played really, really badly, starting right off the bat with knight c3, to completely sabotage that plan to occur on the board. But because of black, once again, is playing for the same result as us, we actually carried out, with enormous detours, the ultimate strategy, and now this is just picture perfect. What's my accent? Sexy. Very sexy. Just ask the ladies. Ask the ladies. There might be a bit of Hungarian sprinkled in there with some Aussie, mate, but dominantly sexy. Look at the structure. Every single white pawn is on black with a light squared bishop. I mean, dude, Botvinnik, Capablanca, Petrosyan, they would all have kissed your hand for accomplishing this. If they had seen how you got here, they would have had a few sleepless nights, admittedly, but overall, the outcome, brilliant. That's what she said too. Okay. Let's see how we win it. Yeah, I was thinking of the d5 break being very effective, but I think I would like to squeeze more with something like e4. Hi, name is Bai. Try the command again and hopefully it's going to work now. What goes in your head while I play chess? Oh, that is unfortunately 18 plus. Can't describe that to you. Right, so I prefer e4 here because the move you are playing again, probably cashing in too soon and releasing tension too soon. In a position where your opponent is so utterly passive and planless, you always want to test the waters to see what they would do if you just play the useful pass. And, well, e4 is not exactly a pass. I mean, it's gaining space. So what my worry about this story is that after cd bishop d, they can block the b file with bishop b5. Right? So let them cook. Let them simmer. And show you that they know what it takes to hold this. Like right now, d5 is infinitely stronger if you just pretend the same story, because now you take back with the b pawn and you have got a protected d passer. You had a bishop here instead. Correct, Engro. Yeah, you can't wait for this to happen, and then d5 is a winning plan, b7 is dead. It's like too nice to be true, man. Yeah, d5 was definitely bad. Yeah, now we are winning again. Shout out to our opponent. Oh, ain't this hanging? What is the boss missing? Isn't c6 hanging? Hey Tindy, yeah, I did see the dog who decided that he needed some assistance. I don't understand the word of what you're saying. Yes, you did say rook c6, but no, you didn't want to win the game. But I was rook b7. I don't understand a word you're saying. Like, you can take pawns left and right and center, and instead we hang a pawn. Explain this to me like I was two. Like, how is this good? Rook takes rook b7, queen a8. I don't get it. Queen d7, rook f8. What? But explain to me what rook b7 does. Please, I beg you. That's what I would like to understand, of what throws you to rook b7 like mad. Because I don't see what it does. Like, rook b7, I go back. Queen d7, I go here. I don't understand what is attractive about this so that we don't take 400 pawns back to back. But something was there for sure. Oh, that's how the game went. I stand corrected. My apologies. What? Looking at a passed a pawn. But brother, that isn't this the move that gives you a passed a pawn? I don't want to sound like a douche, but once again, the moves you are playing and the reasoning you are providing, they have zero overlap. Like, none whatsoever. You are telling me that you wanted to have an a pass pawn, and so we do not take a6 to create an a pass pawn. This is a Venn diagram with two circles. There is no overlap. In here is what I thought. In here, what I did. And no, there's no overlap. Okay. This went really, really, really badly, buddy. Like, here, you needed to realize, which I don't think you did, that you messed this up, like, on a nuclear level. And now you needed to do damage control, where you take, and you're still marginally better, but objectively speaking, this should be a draw. But we went in here, and I beg you to tell me, what plans do you have here that would allow you to be not clearly playing for two to play for two results, sorry. Like, why would you... I don't get this. Like, yeah, rook's on the 7th, great. But what are our targets exactly on the 7th rank? There is one. And now you're 2 pawns down. Like, I often ask this from my students, and they can never really answer this question. So in your head, clearly you had a comparison where you went, I can take, and take. Take a mental snapshot of this position, yeah? Choice A, this for white, yeah? Then you compare and you go here, 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 take. Choice B, take a mental snapshot. All we need to do now is to decide whether we like A or B. And we went like, this is the one we want. Yeah, hello, let's go here. How? I really am always confused out of my face when we make decisions like this. Like, I want to be in the part of the brain that makes that call with a screwdriver to tweak it immediately. Right? Like, how could we say this is what we want and not this? It's wild. Okay, back to the game. Wait, what? Your opponent played h6 here. And you managed to sit through this with a straight face. H6, ladies and gentlemen. Behold H6, the king of the doggy ears. Whoo, man, we are in for a treat, aren't we? Okay. Please, no, I'm not explaining anything on the black side. I think I yet to play a move that I could explain, so no, I'm not going there. I'm very proud of the fact, by the way, that you kept on playing this. You should. Based on how your opponent played this game so far, I would play rook on rook, but definitely this one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there's no chance of... Ooh. Yeah, fair. Okay, cool. Cool. That was a hell of a roller coaster ride, buddy. A hell of a roller coaster ride. Wait, you copied in the first game twice, didn't you? No, wait, I'm so confused now. I'm looking at 3 Trompovsky games. What? No, we've seen this. Okay, I'm... Oh, no, it's the... Sorry, it's the Sicilian. Never mind, I am a potato. Oh, Tengro, don't bring up NBA, buddy. Last time someone typed in the chat that LeBron is the greatest NBA player of all time, and it didn't go well from there, so please do not bring in the NBA. Okay, so this is where we are black. We are looking at I Embrace These Games. Yeah, there are 2 topics that apparently I'm not allowed to discuss on the stream. Number 1, Joshua Waitskin being a genius. No, he's not. And LeBron James being the greatest NBA player of all time. Also, no, he's not. In fact, that's a much bigger no than Josh Waitskin. But those 2 things, not happening. This one is painful. Because the first 2 are not. Okay. Sorry. Very good. Chat. Candidate moves, please. I don't dislike D6, by the way. I would like to stress that. But let's just open our minds to possibilities here. No, it is not a bad move order by black at all, Basta. It's totally fine. In fact, black is already better here. No. On the contrary, this was perfectly fine move order by black. So candidates, please. D5 is a candidate. I like that. What else is? Come on, Viral, don't be so sarcastic. You know I can't stand any of those garbage sports. They're not sports, in fact. If you guys are watching my speedrun series, you would know what to do, because I did play an Open Sicilian in that recently, where we had this file open, and I won a game in about 5 moves based on that. But clearly, Mr. Brazy is guilty of not watching my YouTube channel. Because if he watched my YouTube channel, he would have played the Rook B8 in a blink of an eye. Rook B8. And I don't know. How do we defend this? I honestly don't know. Because this is typically the move that you really do not want to play. And once again, if you had watched my YouTube channel, Mr. Brazy, which you don't, you would remember Queen A5 followed by Rook B2. So, am I now encouraging people to watch my channel, or am I just making it even worse? I'm pretty sure it's the latter, but yeah. This is why I make those videos, so you get free chess victories. No, dude, H3, I can take this, hello? Like, what are you talking about? That's the whole point. Yeah, okay, so let's go game D6, which is also acceptable, but suboptimal. Oh my lord, Queen C7, no, mate. I would have castled, but actually this is not that big of a deal. I don't like ED6 though, but let's go. Yeah, this is a position that requires good feel for dynamic positions. And I think the idea is that after castles ED, we just sack the pawn with Rook B8, and I'm correct, of course. Because now we have an open diagonal, we have a file, and this is already shredding. Absolutely shredding. Queen C7 is a pass. Like, you shouldn't play a move like this, dude. But yeah, this is, to be fair though, this is not something that 1600 level players would get. Like, why castle, why not Queen C7 when they seemingly address the same issue? The reality is that this creates a game-winning threat, and White's most obvious move now becomes a real problem, because this doesn't come with a tempo on your queen, which means that I can play moves that allow me to continue the attack rather than having to recapture here. Like, these type of dynamic ideas take like 50 times before you actually, you know, that switch happens in your thinking. So this is not like some of the obvious ones that we've seen before. Bishop B7. Now that is the first move where I'm completely blown by what were you even thinking. Forget about the blunder, buddy. That's not my problem with Bishop B7 fundamentally, although the fact that we don't see F5 coming is a problem. But what on earth is this meant to accomplish? Is what I would like to... Yeah, but castle loses to F5. But let's just put F5 to bed for a moment. Like, isn't your play fundamentally 90% based on the B file and this diagonal. Right? Exactly. Like, you can't play moves like this by the end, just go, oh, developing. No, it's not. You actually do more harm with this move to your position than good. Because this bishop on this diagonal is never going to do anything, because as soon as you play c5, both of these squares become available for the knight and you are dead. So now you ruined your bishop and consequently your rook as well. Oh god, okay. So everyone has been missing f5 for the last 5 moves, which would have been decisive. And we still are. Your only move is f5, buddy. Which ironically is actually quite good here for black, because if g5, then knight f7 defends the pawn. If they take, you take, and you pick off g4. Oh man, this was an eyesore of a game. f6, not knight f6 by any chance. Your opponent is immune to checkmates. f6. Holy Moses. Bishop f8, please! Rook takes queen, bishop check. Oh my god. But of course, check wins the queen right away. Oh my word. That is golden. I can't believe that. That is next level. Now, speaking of keeping a straight face, that's where I would have lost it. That's where I would have lost it. That is for sure, man. That's absolutely pure comedy. And he didn't even resign. What? I mean, I guess, but there is not a chance in hell I would have played that. Also, why wouldn't you take this bishop? Like, this makes absolutely no sense in my book. Like, your job, mate, is to keep it simple. And you keep on playing the moves that keep it the most complicated. A6. Brazy, what are you doing, man? What is A6? How can you play a move like this, bro? No. Like, this is... Whenever I see this, it never fails to just make me go nuts. Like, how are we going to win this game? What is gonna be the method? We are going to win this game by promoting one of these two pawns, correct? Yes, sir. How is this move helping you to promote these pawns? Not at all. Madness. Dude, this endgame technique is like shocking. Absolutely shocking. Like, why do you bother with moves like this? You know they are not gonna take. If they don't take, this move becomes utterly useless. Why do you bother? Push the freaking pawns, man. Like, so basic. Like, every move you have played here since a6 is a complete waste. Every single one of them, including a6. Waste, 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 waste. Hallelujah. We played 6 completely meaningless moves. 6 moves. In that time, these pawns could be here and here. Actually, no, sorry. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taking f6, by the way, was also completely nonsense and meaningless. Because by this, you allow a few tactical ideas to be on the board, like a backrank mate with a bishop on the long diagonal, which would have never worked, and you don't need this pawn to get this queen, yeah? What you need to do is push, and push, and push, and push. So that's now 7 moves that you totally didn't need to play to win this game. See? Now you have a checkmate to actually defend. That's like crazy. That should have never ever happened. Ever. Wait, what happened here? What? Oh, your opponent resigned. He played a move and then he resigned. Okay. Whew, man, that endgame technique of that conversion was very, very off. Also, the opening, buddy, like, yeah. I mean, with bishop here, rook b8 is mandatory. Watch my YouTube channel, Brazy. Rumor has it there are good videos there. Okay, and then the final game, a Grimfeld. This is a very interesting phenomenon, by the way, and I want you guys to observe this. That generally speaking, lower rated players tend to play long games. Why is that, you wonder? Right? Like we are about to look at a 65 move masterpiece. And the reason why is because people on this level struggle with putting away winning games, like I said to you earlier. Brazy, can you copy and buddy the last game again without those retarded brackets in there, because it's messing with my thing, or somehow it doesn't recognize it. Never mind, I managed to put it together. All good. Okay, black. No, it's not that they trade OP. No, all good, I've got it. It's not that, like you saw it in the previous game. Just the end game, we played 15 completely useless moves. And we won the game in the end, not because we promoted the pawns, but because our opponent kept on blundering things. Bishop f4. Was this a mouse slip? Prime Fennec was an under 1600 section of an over-the-board tournament. I agree, Tim, the a6 was fundamental. Right, so bishop f4 mouse slip. Okay, queen a5, queen d2. Nice, beautiful chess. Very good. Rook d1, bishop g4. Very good. Bishop e3. All good. Very good. Chef's kiss chess, mister. Yeah, you play this to perfection, man. I couldn't have done it better myself. And now we just take this, and the game is over. I mean, dude, this was mint. Please tell me that we won this. You drew this. Oh no. Oh man. What? Okay, that's a very, very strong dislike. Because you can just castle, no? And then take back with the rook. Like, why are we taking this so early? Oh man, I'm so scared already to see what's gonna hit me here. But like DC is really sad to see. Because they can't defend it. So just castle and kill. Minh Le, Vietnam. Welcome in, bud. Yeah, we sent a +5 to a +2 with this. Greetings. Well done. Hello, buddy. Are you from Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh? Okay, I mean, it's still +3.5. So how this is going to be a draw is beyond me. Hanoi. Cool, cool, cool. C2? Rather B2, excuse... C2. No, C2, sorry. Isn't C2 winning the house? Cheers, Tangro. Have a good one, buddy. Brazy, C2, man. Game is over. I don't think I can hang on to it if I played C2. That is a very interesting way to say that you are winning a piece, but I agree with you. No, you cannot hang on to it. No, should you? C2. Where is this rook going to go to defend the bishop? Ah, to b3. Walking right into knight d4. Ha! Interesting, isn't it? Bishop e3. Queen. Takes. Takes. Brazy won a rook and the game. But you are right, we lost the pawn. You are right, we lost the pawn. So... there you have it, buddy. This is what calculation gets you in chess, as opposed to airy-fairy stories like, woo, I don't know if I can keep that pawn. Yeah, you can't. Last time I checked, that was not the purpose of the game. It's over, man. Now, what you need to be very honest about is that is this calculation that I just showed you, do you think that it's out of your league, above your pay grade, or you are capable of doing this? I am a firm believer that it's the second answer. You are totally capable of calculating 3 totally forcing moves. 1, 2, and 3. So what it is A, being lazy to calculate. 2, the tactical recognition that this rook is glued to this bishop and you have got a pawn that is about to touch down and this rook has very few squares available on this file. All these 3 are screaming by themselves for tactics. Combined together, you would be like, I'm eating my hat if rook b1 doesn't lose by force. That's the correct way of thinking about this position, as opposed to, ooh, I'm not sure if I can keep the c-pawn then. Right, knight d4 played. Still completely winning. You love this move, don't you? Oh, man. Why? Why are we playing a6? Maybe we wanted b5. Okay, wait, I will think. I'll try to make it work for you. Yeah, I'll take it as that you wanted to play b5. Mm-hmm. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Didn't you say that you wanted to play b5? But my friend, like here somewhere is not exactly what we are after, is it? Yep, welcome to the club. What did you do instead? You went backwards. How do you know that you're doing something really, really bad in chess? When you're up a pawn, 2 pawns in an endgame, you're murdering your opponent. And which way are you going? Back. That's how you know that you're doing something tragically stupid. And you shouldn't even think about doing that, let alone carrying out the move. I'm still utterly confused about how this could be a draw. Oh, you missed rook b1. Okay, that's not pretty. Oh, and your opponent didn't do it. Rook b1, you can't defend this, buddy. It seems to me that there was not a lot of thought going into the moves. We just wanted to autopilot this. Which way is it going? Look at the direction. Back. What are we trying to stop? Bishop a4, rook d8. Which one should we stop? Of course the bishop a4 one, because that way you actually activate the rook. This move deactivates the rook. Am I telling you anything you didn't know? Nope. What? Hello? Dude, that's hanging. Bishop h6 is the winning move here, with the idea of cracking this diagonal open, and then you can play b3 c2. b3 played. Can you shed some light on this for us? Oh man. By the way, I would like you to just observe something because I find it very instructive. Yeah? And I really don't mean to hammer it too hard, but I want you to see it with your eyes because I think it's instructive. You opted to play the tactical, and I emphasize this, the tactical finish at the point in the game where you had your pieces the most passively placed in the entire game. Your pieces have never been as bad as right now. Which is not to say that your position is bad, but your pieces are ridiculously passive. Yeah? In particular, your king and rook. So to choose this moment for a tactical strike is so ironic. It's so ironic. And of course, it is not the time to do it. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, well, now it is going to be a draw. Unless something crazy happens. Yeah, I don't understand this. King e7 and activating your pieces would be the name of the game. But clearly we were setting up for next game. Brazy, what is the endgame type that we are never ever going to win here? There are three ways this endgame can go, yeah? We can trade the bishops through some tactical means, and we have a rook ending. That's one possibility. Two, we trade the rooks, and we have opposite colored bishop endings. Three, we trade everything, and then we have a pawn ending. Or four, we work with what we have. Which is the worst from your point of view? Out of the four endgame types, which is the worst? The least likely that you can win? The bishops for sure. What is your move? Let's trade the rooks so that we can have a rook and a bishop ending. I don't want you to explain this to me why you did it. What I want you to do is to tell me how you convinced yourself that this was your best move. This is the part that I always want to investigate with my students, that what made you do this in the knowledge of what you just said. It's very, very, I don't know how to put it. Confusing is not even the word. Sometimes I don't get how the human brain works. Like, let me give you a context here, yeah? So what's the benefit of keeping on the rocks? Well, they have got a really garbage rock doing bugger all. You have a super active rock that has the potential to attack things, such as rook here, rook here, rook here. That's how you benefit from the presence of the rocks. Theirs sucks because it's guarding, it's babysitting a stupid pawn. Yours is free as a bird to do whatever. Yeah, I always tell my students that you're not allowed to be frustrated during the game about your stupid mistakes. That's a very cheap way to, make yourself suffer. After. You have to fight in the game and bear the consequences of your mistakes and still try to do your best. Because this is just very, very poor. And I do think that after Rook D1 you would have won this game. I really don't see an effective way to stop this. I honestly don't. I mean, if I run with the king, then you have check. King here and then rook here. And then now these pawns become extremely loose. Pawn up g5. Take, take, and this is falling. Hello, Cats Play Chess Well. Also, another next level thing is that the last thing you want to do now is to trade pawns. First thing we do, we offer trading of pawns. Which your opponent, by the way, declined, which was genius. Now, the only way you could possibly win here is to play g4, takes, and then push past, correct? If you actually wanted to win this game, this was the way to go. Because separate pass pawns are very effective in opposite colored bishop endings, because now the two pieces will have to split. One will have to guard one, the other will have to guard the other pawn. and that gives you an opportunity to chase after the bishop. No, you play the most. This is the most painful move I've seen in the entire game. Well, that's not true. Rook d2 was. What? Your opponent actually allowed your king in from here to here. What? Chat, black to move. Sorry, white to move. What is the only move that draws here for white? Not the only, but the one that is the cleanest. Cleanest draw for white. Let's go. Tendi, you always give me this shit, but you do agree with me at the bottom of your heart that 98% of the ideas that I show you here are really, really, really not IM level. Not even FIDE, not even any master level or any titled level. So e5, yeah, because if bishop takes, we pick off d2, and if pawn takes, then this pawn runs in, and in order to catch up with it, I have to give up this pawn, and then it's a draw. So now, this is like a kindergarten win, so long as we play g4 or king f2. I don't want to see the end of this, man. Brazy, I really feel like... Mate, like, seriously, how are we winning this game? By promoting this pawn. Why are you taking this? That's like how kids play chess right after their first lesson of how the pieces move, is that what they want to do is to take every single piece your opponent has. Like king here, pawn here, bishop takes, king out, queen, mate in like 5 more moves. How could you possibly play this? I can't believe that, man. And it's not a bad move, but it doesn't make any sense at all. Bro, if I told you that you deserved it, I would probably be too harsh. And I'm pretty sure that you are going to have nightmares because of this game for years to come. But for goodness sake, mate, like... I don't know what to say, bro. I really don't know what to say. I don't want to make it worse. And I can't make it better. Yep. I know someone who desperately needs my upcoming endgame course, that's for sure. Alright, I think best I can do is... oh, dude, this move cost you probably 5 years of your life. Billy says at least you had the guts to show it. He has deleted accounts and moved houses to, you know, over such games. Oh, man. And by the way, no, you don't need to sack the bishop. You just push one of the pawns, and that's it. Alright, I'm going to play first 5 people to challenge me to play a bit with the audience, and then I'm going to call it a day, guys. Yes, you are being saved as live on YouTube, yes. So it's gonna be my most popular videos, I reckon. No one wants to play? Now you are good, Viral, because I recovered the rating, and besides I'm on the other account, so you're completely fine now. Actually, I should probably show you that I'm on the account so you know what to challenge. Sacrifice Master, I am on the Principal Chessable account, buddy. Since we are playing unrated, it doesn't matter what your rating is, does it? Right? Oh, Sacrifice Master is a Serbian dude. I didn't know that. Let's go, Jokic. Let's go, Jokic. By the way, if Jokic doesn't get MVP this season, I'm going to, yeah, not talk about NBA in my life. Now, be honest, how many people recognizes this, oh, sorry, this game from my recent YouTube video? Don't lie to me. But I have a feeling that about 20% of people who are currently watching actually watched it. I don't even know what voter fatigue means in this case. RYY. You mean it's difficult to vote for the correct guy? So, type number 1 in the chat if you have seen my latest YouTube video on All Die Classics. Which, if I'm Brazy had watched, as in my YouTube channel, he would have won that Sicilian game for free. Yes, I'm gonna keep riding that pony as long as I can. Casual dad in the house. Hating the layout, loving the chess. Thank you. Yeah, but this is not about how many have you got. Yeah, we all know this. If we have a vote every single year about who is a greater chess player, Garry Kasparov or me, then you can never vote for me, even if in the previous 40 years you all voted Kasparov because that was the correct answer, just because, he got it already so many times, let's give it now to the other guy. He is now the best player in the world. Like, that shit can only happen in America. Seriously. Like, yeah, they're completely incompetent, but we don't have any of those yet, so let's give it to them. That's the merit pool. I can't possibly fathom how people can arrive to those conclusions. Like, yeah, he's kilometers ahead the best. Probably better than any other previous votes, by the way. But, the fucker already won it thrice. Let's give it to someone else. Now, it seems to me that Americans don't like common sense. What are we voting on? The best. Who is the best? That guy. Are we voting for him? No. Why not? Because he already got it too many times. Okay. Alright then. No, this is an NBA thrashing this time, Tindy. About the vote about the most valuable player of the league. Do I go check and rook c2? I think I do. The irony is I'm threatening knight h3. That would have been so beautiful. The idea was knight h3, and if king takes, then this is actually mate. Now, without wanting to be disrespectful, I don't think he saw it. I think he defended it on a fluke. But that's okay. It's part of the game. Now we are threatening knight g4 and pain. Okay, so if I... what? He's on... Look at his time! He's on zeros and I didn't win on time? What? Hello? I mean, I don't care. In fact, I would love him to have more time because I want to give a nice checkmate. But, how? My clock is ticking. Do you see that? And my opponent is on 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm calling Kramnik. Like, right away. Vladimir. Begin the process, brother. Begin the process. Begin the process. Chess Mafia is it again, brother. What? Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good. You know that I can't care less, but it's funny. Because on my end, it showed triple zeros or quadruple even. Fucking hell. Vladimir. Vladimir. Difficult decision, but call the mafia. Does this mad lad want to trade queens? Really? Surely not. From Iran! Hello, brother! Hello, hello! Yesterday I was playing against Kamran Shirazi, who is a American international master, but originally he is from Iran. I don't know what the dude's story was. He played all kinds of utter nonsense, like absolute crazy chess. But like not crazy good, it was really bad. In one game I mated him in like 12 moves. It was insane. Like I just couldn't figure out what was going on with the dude. Are you from Tehran, brother? I hope you are, because that's the only Iranian city I know of. Maybe I could think of something else. No need to castle into that attack, King Charles, too soon. What's the hurry? Why would I? Castles is for chickens anyway, right? Like, at what point would I benefit from castling, right? So, castles now. What's the point? I just give them a target to attack, no? Castles now. Same. Why? Trade back. The idea is knight f5, move the bishop, knight d6, conquer e4. Again, by castling, I'm just giving them a plan to play for. Right now, they're like a fish out of water, because they just don't know what to do, because they want to play g4, but as long as I don't castle, g4 looks like suicide. Now we're going to show Brazy how to convert an endgame. Brazy, are you watching? Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. Rook c4 is the move that I want to play, but b3 is possible. Oh no, because d4 is hanging. Okay, never mind. So this is the move. Because this way we utilize the file, yeah? And this take isolates this and gives me 3 versus 2 on this side. So I improved my structure, and now my pieces improve as a result too, because I can plot my king on d5. Look at that beast. Right, next phase. Well, they just blundered this pawn, but I'm not going to take it because I want to make it instructive. Next phase, run the pawns. I bet my life he's going to play g5 to put every single pawn on black. Not close. Okay, so now here is another interesting thing. I could push for c3, right? And thus accomplish having a passed pawn. But if I push this all the way to a3, watch what happens then. If they take after a3, I take with the rook. So what would have happened then is that take with the rook, I have a passer, but my rook is super active. If I put it behind here, it would be active but not as active, yeah? a5, a4, a3, they play b3, take, a2 forces the rook underneath, and then I can penetrate on a3 and pick off b3. Now he has played b3, I'm just going to push past, and now a4, take, and rook penetration again is the plan. Note how every move I play has a purpose and we are all working toward that purpose. So now I want to activate the rook. He's gonna play rook c2. Not necessarily, not when you have got bigger fish to fry. Now I'm activating the king further, threatening to penetrate here. And now I've got f5 check. I anticipated this. I thought that he was going to play king e2. So king e4. On a rare occasion, you win by tactics in the endgame. Now it is a case like that because after f5 take, king takes, the king penetrates and attacks both. If the king drops back, I still penetrate. Rook has to go back. Now it's over. And then I would have played c2, completely destroying the rook. Then take this, then go and get a queen. Like, ever since rook c4 was played by me and they took, everything was dedicated to exploiting the pawn majority here. Look at it, every move. Defend the pawn, bring up the king, thus hit this, cover this. Now I'm good with b4 because the king is guarding this, and now I'm rolling with the majority. Every move I played, every single one of them was serving an overarching plan. This is something that you hardly ever see on club level chess, that they consistently carry out a plan to a clear win. It just doesn't happen. Now I take this because it allows me to get the queen really quick. He's gonna resign now. Nope. Okay, now that makes the queening even easier. I didn't take it because it was free, right? If there wasn't a pawn on f4, I still would have played bishop f4 in order to get a queen. And now we're not going... Oh, yes, we are actually, because of rook block and then bishop mate here. I was going to go check and then mate, but this is actually a lot nicer. I mean, Last Luigi is definitely underrated by about 1,000 points. Alright, I'll take one last challenge if anyone is keen. Now this guy is at least 1300 based on his playing strength. Don't do this at home. Oh! Okay. Okay. Ready Freddy is prepared for war. I dig this. Let's see if we can scare him. Apparently we could. Apparently we could scare him off a little bit. So what do you think, King Charles? Was that an acceptable conversion or? Thank you. I thought you would like it. Oh, I like this guy. He's now going aggro. It's bad, but when you are erring on the aggressive side of things, that always earns my respect. Always. Now I'm thinking whether I should take g4 and pick off d4. Which kind of fixes his king side a little bit. Now, this is gonna make him panic. Objectively, this is not the best move, I don't think, but... well, I would rather say that I actually enhanced the initiative, but it was easy to do because I was up a pawn. Tindy, thank you, buddy. Ooh, take, g4, king takes e5, check. Oh, that looks like fun, right? That looks like fun. With capital letters, let's do that. Oh no, so this is what I wanted. I wanted an improved version of g4. It's debatable how improved it is, though. So do we have now take, check, king back? Doesn't quite seem to deliver a kill yet. How should I do this? Okay, endgame is the name of the game today. Maybe he's gonna take this, but then queen d4. It's this. Because of I am Brazy's endgame, so I'm now playing endgames whenever I can. And Mr. Brazy, you need to go back and watch that YouTube video I was talking about, buddy. Oh, queen b3 play, that's subtle. Apparently this is not gonna be an endgame. That's gonna, please play that. Knight g2, pawn takes, bishop. Oh, come on! Just told you to play that. Let me show you. Knight g2 takes, obviously queen takes is mate. Bishop h6, and then promotion to bishop mate was the plan. Surely that's noteworthy or click-worthy or like-worthy or whatever worthy. Right? King Charles, bring that game to me next time, and I'm going to have a look at it for you if you want. Now we are going to call it a day, ladies. That's all I had time for. The good news is that I will be back tomorrow. Take care, lovely humans. Be good, and I will be back with more soon. Love you all. Cheerio. Cool. Be sure to tune in, buddy. I'll see you then. Bye.